Tracy. I'm very excited too. Oh, hey, Kyrie. G'day, everyone. Happy Thursday. So I was running a bit behind of our back-to-back readings this morning. And before we start, obviously my son is home. He's playing games with his friends online. So if you hear what sounds like a raging beast from behind me or yelling, screaming, whatever, that's just him, you know? Headphones, changing voice. Yeah, so you'll have to excuse us. We live in the real world here. We live in the real world. Hello, Talisha. It's good to see you, Dan. Hey, Johnny. Good to see ya. I hope you've all been well. I'm so looking forward to this reading. Like I say, I've already had 3 readings this morning and I feel like I've already spoke 30,000 words. So it's going to be interesting. It sounds like your place, does it, Corey? Oh, hi, Rose. Hope you're feeling good, darling. Hello, Holly and Wendy. Hopefully I caught everyone on a good day. Well, obviously a memorial. But yeah. I might actually have to turn my aircon on. Just give me a second. Jump in. I'm just going to turn my aircon on because it's too bloody hot. All right. So yeah. Hey, Beverly. So good to see ya. We might kick off with these today. When I programmed this live, Spirit gave me the symbology of like foundations about to crack, and as they crack open, the light will filter in. So a lot of the energy should start soothing you from this moment forth, but we'll see how we go. So good to see you. Hey, Tina. For those who are just jumping on, it's obviously a public holiday and that's probably why most of you can get here. But yeah, my son is home. So if you hear what appears to be a raging beast coming from the background, that's what it is. There we go. So mind the P's and Q's. How is Thursday going so I know how to plan? I don't know what you mean, Dan. I don't know what you mean. But yeah, can I just take a minute to thank everybody who has booked in their services with me. I know there's so many people you can choose from, but the fact that a lot of you come back to me, I'm really, truly appreciative. Thank you to everyone who shares my name and stuff with your friends. I really do appreciate it. And thank you to everyone who does super chat or leave a kind donation or something after these sessions and that. Everything that I'm sort of earning at the moment is going towards me getting better equipment. So, because I have a couple of opportunities coming up and I kind of really need the equipment to do what I want to do so I can reach a further audience and all that sort of stuff. So if you do any of that, that's where it's going to. So thank you. Oh dear. Oh, thank you. Oh. And yeah, and for everyone who does future book, and even if it's not bookings or anything like that, anyone who shares or likes or comments or does anything like that, that helps out tremendously as well. So just your thanks sometimes is a good enough thanks for me. I really do appreciate it. Oh, it's Wednesday there, is it, Dan? But we're all in the same place energetically. So yeah, I noticed that if I did the reading for the masculines yesterday, so if you haven't seen that, go check it out. Because I have a lot of male energies at the moment that are sort of trying to articulate emotion and stuff like that. So I did a reading exclusively for the men yesterday. So if you haven't seen that, go check it out. But yeah, I don't even know where I was going with that. Oh yeah, that's right. And as I was doing the reading, I was holding the cards and they literally just fell out. So that doesn't usually happen for me. Spirit will either spit out the cards for me or I just ask them when to stop. Yes. Oh, hey, Michelle. Yeah, the full moon was a doozy, eh? You're not wrong. My son sent me a funny meme and it's kind of like, my car broke down, must be the full moon. Oh, my steak burned or something. Oh, it must be the full moon. Everyone's blaming the full moon for everything. But, yeah. But I can reassure you all, and if this reading's going to be anything like the outcomes that I have predicted for those that have read privately for and what I'm getting for myself as an individual, we are coming into a time of full moon completion. So you guys just saw, and if you're watching the replay, g'day, thank you. Please like, subscribe, share, do all that positive juju. But look at that card to jump out. Full moon completion. So a lot of people do struggle with completion because endings can be quite painful, but it's really important to remember that it's never an ending. It's the beginning of something new. So I do believe May is going to start showing you little nuggets, little signs, little positive outcomes. They want me to use the word optimistic. You're going to receive in the physical world visual things or material things that you can actually hold, hear, see with your 3D senses, a result of your optimism. And if not, these things are coming in so you can feel a little bit more optimistic, because sometimes people do still feel or believe they need things outside of themselves to make them feel a certain way. So if you're not feeling optimistic right now or hopeful, you're going to receive something that will give you that feeling. But as I jump on all the time and try to teach you, is to feel it first. So feel it first and let the universe show you, and you can have it in your hand. Hey, Bonnie. Oh yeah, Johnny, you're not wrong. Tell me you're tapped and tuned in without telling me you're tapped in and tuned in. Yeah, exactly. Yes, indeedy. Star was saying for May 4th, may the force be with you. Absolutely. Absolutely. It's a great time for manifestations. How funny that another card that did jump out was the rebirth card. So we have gone through a massive ego death, the goodbye to the shadow part of self. It's an ongoing journey, but the current energies with the Mercury retrogrades and everything that's happened throughout April has happened to serve your purpose in some way. Are you going to really tap into self and start calling out for more and not settling for anything less than you deserve? Or are you going to repeat a cycle? I'm not going to go into that energy because I've been bantering on about that for the last 2 months or something. We want the juicy stuff. We absolutely want the juicy stuff. The sun is very symbolic right now. The card that we got that fell out just then is Summer Solstice, and I don't obviously work with this kind of energy, but we've got radiance. And to me, that is the perfect symbology that nothing's perfect right now. We are having to shed layers of ourselves. We have to crack open our heart space. We have to crack open our mental space. We have to step outside our comfort zones, so to speak, and start letting some of this light, some of the sun, some of the... that just reminded me of, I said last week or in one of the other readings I did, that I've been seeing flashes of light. This light is coming through to light your way. So please know that you've got to be a willing participant and through your own free will, allow this change to come into your life in some way. May the 4th should be my moving day. Manifested this a month ago. I love that, Beverly. Congratulations. Oh, thank you, Kyrie. Thank you for the coffees. I appreciate that. Cheers. Thanks, gorgeous. Breaking cycles, Talisha. I love that. I think the main piece of guidance that Spirit were giving everybody throughout readings and that this week was you are doing a really, really great job, an effective job of releasing what no longer serves you. But please don't underestimate the power of replacing it with something else. So if you release, that's all good. But if you just release and you don't replace anything, you hit a void and you hit that, now I've got nothing. Shit, now I've got no one. Wow, now I've got whatever. And that can actually be a bit of a rabbit hole that most of you don't want to go down. So make sure you're replacing it with something. A perfect example is that if you can acknowledge that you've got a really negative thought pattern, let's just say nothing ever goes right, I'm always taking 2 steps forward and 1 step back. It's okay to acknowledge that energy, but add on to that sentence for your own internal dialogue. I may take 2 steps forward and 1 step back, but I'm not dead yet. And anything's possible for me. And I can work out ways to, start making my life better and yada, yada, yada. So say the statement, say the limiting statement, but back it up with something a little bit more positive. Because with the opportunities and options that are coming in for you, it needs a bit of positive backing from you. That's all it needs. It's coming in anyway. It's coming in anyway. And I know that when I finish the collective reading and I get into maybe some one-on-one questions, we'll be able to show it for you. Show you yourself. Yeah. Oh, hey, Ambrose. Hey, Denise. Yay, Huda. G'day. Hope things are good, doll. Oh, did you, Denise? Hey, Les. How's things? Yes, they are, Les, but we're not going to focus on that. We're not going to focus on that because the light is always going to defeat the dark. So, oh my, did not ever think about replacing with something else. There you go, Beverly. There you go. That's self-soothing. And you probably find, if you're conscious of it, if you've got a child around you or you've got someone that, isn't quite up to where you are or whatever, and they were talking negatively to themselves or about their environment or whatever, you would naturally say, well, what's something that's good or something like that. We need to do that to our inner child as well. I was finally able to attend your live. You don't know how happy I am. Oh, I love having you, Huda. Yeah, I had to squeeze it in now. Yeah, had back-to-back readings this morning and I've got more this afternoon tonight. So thought I'd squeeze it in now. I released 1 person and I gained 5 good quality people. Look at you go, Talisha. Love that. Evidence, see? I can sit here, any other reader, anybody can sit there and tell you anything, but until you experience it for yourself, you go, oh my God, there is something to that. Oh, that's the way, Dan. You keep tripping. Yeah, more than likely, Johnny. More than likely. And thank you all so much for supporting each other in here as well, because it's not just about me. We're a community. We're all in this together. All right? Oh, yeah. If anybody else doesn't have the pop-up notification, you may want to do that because, like I say, I would love to be able to live a life where I have structure in when I do things and what I do, but it's kind of hard, especially when it comes to jumping on live. Oh, did he, Huda? Did he put the live on? I love you. I'm proud of you too, Talisha. I'm proud of you too, because I know that process probably wasn't easy at all. Hello, Annette. Oh, Felicia, give me goosebumps. Hello, Daima. I'm sorry if I pronounce names wrong. I'm reading your energies. Yeah. Hey, Georgie, good to see ya. It does, Corey. It does feel like the weekend, hey? Sure does. All right, you guys, let's start tuning into some of these cards. Like I say, I just said a spirit which cards that I used today, and I was just handling the Earth Magic cards as your energies were jumping on. And just to recap, we actually got the full moon completion. So you are completing a chapter, whether you believe it or not, whether you're resisting it or not, or whether you're choosing to move forward or not. There are going to be lots of cracks that are opening up in systems, in yourself, in other people. Some people are going to get quite aggressive and stuff, but we just want to send them love and light and healing and not focus on that too much, because we all want to be part of this beautiful healing rebirth that's happening across the planet right now, across our planet. And also, they just reminded me of what I said in the men's reading yesterday. So even if you are female, you can go and read it, because there could be some guidance in it for you. But they were telling me the significance when it comes to people's emotions and their moods, the benefits of the sun. So I'm pretty sure they said if you're feeling really anxious, focus on being under the sunset. But if you're feeling quite depressed or less than or anything like that, focus on the sunrise. So the natural shamanic energy from both of these, they just told me sundials or whatever, it's going to help you out emotionally. So, oh, you're welcome, Talisha. It's been my absolute pleasure. I love watching people like yourself grow and expand. It's like, honestly, no one knows how much I sit back at the end of the day and show so much gratitude and appreciation, because it's frustrating for me if people don't sort of take the guidance and stuff. I'm wasting my time. But people like yourself, you know, and that's who I live for. That's who I breathe for. That's why I keep doing what I do. I do it for myself first and foremost, but I do it for you. So good on you. So yeah, let's get into it, shall we? Let's get into it. Ignore the trolls. Ignore the lower vibrational energies. Just ignore it. We are going to now tap into spirit land. I am going to ask spirit to use all my senses safely, securely, and in full protection. They just said come closer, so I don't know what that means. I'm going to ask spirit to use all my senses safely, securely, in full protection to offer myself and my beautiful community members, my fellow seekers, my fellow light workers, anyone that's willing to see this, something that we need to know about the month of May. Spirit, what's coming in the month of May? Can you give us a heads up? What's coming in the month of May? May as in its totality. What's possible? What's possible? Even though people call them predictions, I say possibilities, because we are all creators of our own reality. You'll get what you focus on. There's going to be quite a dynamic going on, so you're going to have to really be self-disciplined throughout the month of May, because they're telling me that there's a high opportunity of people to get salty. So I don't know what that's about, but we are going to still kind of experience, well, at least in the first half of May anyway, those who are battling their demons, so to speak. So this can be whoever's resisting change. If you're not, what about who's not resisting change? What if we're going with the change? Rewards. They just said rewards. So it's really important throughout May, from this moment forth, not to let your past hold you back. Like I say, a lot of people are going to be still holding on to the past because they believe it provides something of nourishment or nurturing or something to them, but it's false. A lot of people are dropping the illusions right now and are actually manifesting the life that they desire. You won't read about it, and my regulars will know. You are very close to achieving your goal. So please stay in your own lane right now. If you do have disruption from people around you, oh, thank you, Huda. I will come back at the end, darling. Thank you so much for your super chat. I appreciate you, gorgeous. You need to know that you're very close to achieving your goal. This has come out for the last couple of weeks. A lot of you will be achieving a significant goal throughout May. Definitely. No ifs, no buts. Is it going to be something that you still want? Because I feel like I wanted that a few months ago, but now I've got it. I don't know whether I want it. You know what I mean? Don't be surprised if that happens. That's cool too. But either which way, a win-win outcome is forecast. Here's the balance, the stability, the security, the love, the intuition, the clear knowing, the recalibration that's coming from within you due to this completion of this cycle, because you're going to go through a rebirth. So please know, guys, what's coming in May is something, a goal or something that you have set your sights on. I feel like this is a long time coming for a lot of you. It's going to make you feel very elated, because I feel like I'm like, you know, when you know Santa's coming in 3 days and you know you're going to get what you want or whatever. And it's like, oh, come on. We spoke about this last time about having the art of patience. It's not sitting back waiting for things to happen or whatever. It's like, I've placed my order with the universe. I've stamped it as it's done. I'm repeating the words and belief in myself that what I want wants me to. Next minute, bam, bam, you're going to get it. You're going to get it. So if this does happen to you and it's of great emotional significance for you, please come back and let me know. Please come back and let me know. Because it is. And I want to cheer you on as well. I want to be your cheerleader. You know, I know what it's like to be in a position where I have manifested a lot of great things into my experience. And I'm at home and I'm like, I'm so excited, this really good thing, and I'm basking in it, because that's what you should do. Every time something good happens to you, you should bask in it and relish in it and show gratitude for it and appreciation, because in that way you're just saying to the universe, more of that please, universe. It's not greedy. It's not taking away from anybody else. It's just, this is, I manifested this, and not to have it go anywhere or whatever. So make sure that you bask in it, guys. Make sure you bask in it. Come and share it in some way. I will be your cheerleader. I will support you. My crew, our community will support you. Please, 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 bask in it. Bask in it. I know the frustration, like you got nowhere for it to go. Just tell the world in some way. Yeah, look at that. Something's going to come in and it's going to require you to step outside your comfort zone. It's kind of like, this is something that I've been wanting forever. Something forever. Maybe it's a partner. Maybe it's a new job. Maybe it's, I don't know, to start a new hobby. Whatever it is for you, it's going to require you to step outside your comfort zone. So you think you want something, it presents itself into your life, and next minute you go, shit, I don't think I'm capable of doing that. Oh my God, those limiting beliefs will kick in for you. But the Spirit is saying, you asked for it, you got it, bring love into the situation, just love everybody else where they are, and bask in it. Get excited about it. Oh, May is a time to take action. It really is. So a lot of you are going to physically, in the 3D, going to start living the changes that you've been applying to your life. And some of you have to step outside your comfort zone. Don't let fear hold you back. It's false. False evidence appearing real. If experiences come up for you that are disruptive, are triggering, are negatively influencing you in some way, step into your spiritual maturity and love it. Love the process. You don't have to attach yourself to it. You don't have to make a decision about it. You don't have to even clean up anything, even if it's someone else's mess that's trying to come into yours, whatever. Spirit said, just shine love on everything. Shine love on everything. Yeah. Ah! Love this energy. Sorry, Beverly, your comment caught my eye. I'm getting triggers about cheating narc from my fella. I don't know how to let this go. It depletes me. I feel foolish not to see those old signs. That's a big one, Beverly, I must say. It's a big one. I probably don't have time or whatever to sort of help you with that in this time frame. But if I could guide you to the holistic psychologist, Dr. Nicole LaPera, I follow her. I've got all her books. I do the psychological side of that with her. So it's not a one-size solution fits all with that, because that's a psychological thing more so than a spiritual thing. On a spiritual level, what I try to do when I get triggered in ways like that is to sort of more hone in, to recognize whether it is an actual fear from a past event or whether the evidence in front of me is actually triggering a true emotion from me. So yeah, you have to tap in and do the energy work. Yeah. And just know that as much as we would love an instant gratification solution and stuff, it takes time. It takes time. But those who are meant to be in your life and those who are aligned will notice the signs and they will reassure you. They should reassure you and stuff like that. Anyway, so yeah, bring love into all situations throughout May. It's going to be time to take some positive, inspired action, not forced action, inspired action. Some of you may need to step outside your comfort zone. A win-win outcome is forecast. Please know that you are very close to achieving your goal, and it's important to not let the past hold you back. Don't let the past hold you back. She sure is, Bonnie, hey, because she's an actual psychologist, but she noticed the void of spirituality and sensitivities and empathy and all that throughout her practice, and now she's honed in on it. Okay, Brown Pride, that's cool, man. It's cool. Yeah. All right, how about some guidance? I'll get some guidance and I'll get the prediction side. All right, Spirit, let's get some guidance. What do my seekers need to receive? What's our next course of action? What can we do? Love yourself, stay in touch with yourself, embrace the feminine energy, stay soft, stay subtle, and as soon as I tapped into that energy, I got friggin' giddy, man. Giddy. Watch your diets. Watch what you're feeding yourself. If you are experiencing giddiness or vertigo, I woke up with vertigo a couple of days ago or whatever, that's just the energy shifting within you. Self-love, self-care, honoring yourself first and foremost, bringing love into all the situations. That's what's going to help get you through right now. Loving everybody where they are, respecting everybody else's process. A lot of you still will have to release what's no longer for you in some way, so you can get this wonderful new fortune cookie that's coming in for you. Unexpected communication. Some of you are going to receive some very exciting and, because I feel like I'm a deer in the headlights, some very surprising communication. It's kind of like this is going to be handed to you on a silver platter. So that's very exciting. I feel like a lot of you are giving up the game. If you've been in situations where it's been wishy-washy, to and fro, up and down, I'll let you know later, it's like, nah, we're not doing that. It's about coming back to your now. It's kind of like if you are applying for the job position, they go, oh, we'll let you know next week. Or we have to wait till Bob comes back from Department A, or if you've got rendezvous or connections happening in your life and you make plans and then they cancel, or I'll let you know tomorrow, whatever. Don't wait. because if you do that, that's going to slow down your momentum. It's going to slow down the momentum, and it's going to actually slow down the momentum of what you're trying to attract here, because what you're chasing right now is a win-win outcome. That's what forecasts. So don't let anything hold you back. Don't let anyone hold you back. This change is coming in, whether people like it or not. It's messing up with your equilibrium. So a lot of you, once again, if you're in your comfort zone and you stay home a lot, or you shop at the same store, or you're doing the same thing, you're being encouraged to step out of that in the month of May, because it's just reminding me of insight I just gave my last client. Step outside of the box a little bit, step outside of your comfort zone, because that's where you're going to line up with what it is that you've been calling for. So be flexible. Don't expect to keep doing the same things and have a different result. It doesn't work that way. You have to step out of your comfort zone. You need to start saying yes to things that may make you feel initially uncomfortable, so you can actually receive the things that are more of a yes in your life. This change is happening anyway, you guys. It's happening anyway. So self-love, self-care. A lot of you have been through the discord of illness or something like that, given a new perspective that you need to change your diet. There's definitely something got to do with diets. Maybe eating more organic, eating more high vibrational food rather than have 3 meals a day, nitpicking. It's just something like that. You know what you do in your own life. Too much caffeine. I swear to God, I've honoured myself with a coffee now, because I'm having a coffee with my friends. But I was the biggest coffee nut, like terribly. But over the last week, I've had nothing but herbal teas, clear liquids, lots of berry juices, all that sort of stuff. And it has made such a difference to my just energy and the way that, and green powder. So don't pinch yourself off on those things you enjoy. Just limit them a little bit and replace them with more positive things. Absolutely, Wendy. The collective energies are definitely influencing everybody. But at the end of the day, we need to go with it. Oh, awesome, Denise. You'll notice the difference in that. 80-20 rule is great when it comes to diet. Absolutely. Absolutely. Anything else from here? Yeah, keep cleaning it up. Keep cleaning it up. And it doesn't mean that I've got to just focus on this and clean it up and I can't do anything else. It's the release and replace method. It's releasing what no longer serves you. It's replacing it with something better. That's how you clean it up. And then in the meantime, you show patience. You show grace. You love everybody else where they are. You love yourself first and foremost. You understand that you can't come from one dynamic and instantly shift into another. If you do, you're just going to repeat an old cycle. Consider it like a river stream. You know what I mean? Don't neglect fun and playfulness and all that sort of stuff, because a lot of you are finding out some home truths. You're seeing people for what they are. You're receiving the truth. Some of my clients this week received the truth from spirit, and yes, it hurt their feelings and it disappointed them and all that, but because they're a little bit more spiritually aware, they understand that it's happened for a higher reason. And that's what spirit are trying to show you throughout May. You follow your internal guidance, you follow your higher knowing, you hang around more high vibrational. There's a third eye. I said that the other day about third eye activations opening up and stuff like that. Clean up your chakra systems as well. If you are getting that giddiness and that sort of imbalance and all that sort of stuff, that's because your energy is not aligned. So ground yourself, meditate, or do some chakra alignment in some way. So that's the guidance. That's the guidance for you guys. Stress eating is a big thing for a lot of people. Hey, Johnny. And like I say, please don't, if you've got a very, very chronic thing that is of a psychological thing, comfort eating, anything like that. I'm only giving surface level stuff. I don't mean to patronize anyone and just say, just stop eating that and just do that. I know it's not that easy, but I can't, Spirit's guidance is always that easy. Hey, Sue Ellen. I love you, Denise. You're a classic. All right, let's get into psychic guidance. Let's get into the fun part. Let's get into the fun part. All right, Spirit, through the gift of tarot, let's get into some psychic guidance. What can some of my community members, all of them hopefully, what can we expect in the month of May? We are being guided to follow our internal guidance system, to self-care, self-love, to continue to clean up our energy, but don't stop life, to release the old things by replacing them with the new things, whether it's a thought, whether it's a habit, whether it's whatever else you choose. You're very close to achieving your goal. You said a win-win outcome is forecast. You know that we need to step out of our comfort zones because it's going to be time to take action on something. It's time to say yes. I can feel the holy shit, it's happening's coming out already, but what else can we have? What else can we have? Stepping up, mate, there's going to be an elevation. A lot of you are going from student to teacher. A lot of you are going to get a promotion or a pay rise. Some of you are moving from where you are to somewhere better. We are elevating. It's going to look and feel and be different for each and every one of you. But because you've taken the time to release what's no longer serving you, if not, still got to clean it up, and that's okay because you all have your own different timelines. You've had your own experiences. You've got your own thought patterns, your own psychological beliefs and all that sort of jazz. You need to know that your hard work is going to pay off. There's going to be an increase in abundance, lucky windfalls, something of value coming into your life. You may rendezvous with people that actually add more value in your life. You may actually go down and put a bet on and win a substantial amount of money. Some of you may get a pay rise or get some type of acknowledgement. Some of you are moving house. It's going to be different for whatever it is, but Spirit just really wants you to know that everything that is happening, should you choose not to resist it and just flow with it, you'll understand throughout May why these things have happened to you or why they're happening to you. Oh, thank you so much, Mark, for your super chat. If you want to ask me a question, darling, I'm more than happy to answer for you, but thank you so much. I love you guys. That's so kind. So yeah, there's definitely something that you're going to be a winner chicken dinner. Positive co-creative experiences. You know, I just feel like I'm lining up with all the right people at the right time, doing the right thing. I'm surprised the serendipitous card didn't come out. I'm really surprised. You need to know that your ships are coming into port. At the moment, a lot of you still are just lining your ducks in a row. So maybe you're putting in a lot of mental and emotional investment into your desires, but we're not sort of taking the inspired action that's required to sort of join the dots and make it come in for us. Some of you may be overly exerting yourself physically in the physical world, trying to control and manipulate, apply, and all that, when what's actually meant to happen is for you to get into your emotional space and your head space to make it come about. But either which way, there's a really, really nice new emotional journey that a lot of you are going to start embarking on. So I will reiterate that the only time you want anything outside of yourself, person, object, possession, material possession, anything, is because of the feeling that you want to experience from having that thing. If you're lining the feeling up with it, first and foremost, you are going to partner up with it, and it's going to be very emotionally satisfying and rewarding for you. In the current energy, I would predict this is probably more so closer to the end of May, the second 2 weeks of May. But either which way, who cares? It's coming in. It's coming in, and what I love about this energy, it's like I've got a spring in my step again. I've gone through such a hard couple of months, maybe years for people. But the more value that I show myself, the more love and self-care, the more that I go with the completion of things and stop trying to resurrect things that are meant to be gone and buried and all that sort of stuff. And I go with this rebirth. Well, something just happened there. Sorry, something just happened. I don't know what's happened there. Anyway, the more we go with the rebirth, there's only soul growth from this moment forth. And yes, some of you do need a physical pep me up, a gift, a validation, an offer, an opportunity for you to become aware of that. It's coming. But if you've been keeping your hopes high and your optimism high, it's coming in for you. It's coming in for you. Okay, cool. Thanks, guys. The bottom thing just turned different for me. I really need that's why I'm saving up to get a proper actual system. I need it now. I can't keep doing just fine. Anyway, so this is just such a nice new emotion. Higher levels of contracts. Love it. The Hierophant here. Some of you may be studying something new. Maybe you need to do that. Some of you are getting divorced. I offer divorce psychic parties as well. So if you're going through a divorce or a separation or a breakup or anything like that, and you want to regain your sense of self and all that sort of stuff, I do divorce parties as well. But this could be marriage as well. Some of you, this is an up-leveling of commitment. Some of you may sign a contract to a higher paying position. There's no going back. And if you go back and watch last week's, I think there was the same energy. There's no going back now. This is death and rebirth. And the only thing that any of us can do right now is to love ourselves through this process. We've got the Ten of Cups. If you're looking for a bit of if you're looking for a partner, this is a great time for relationships as well. Awesome time for relationships. So if you're like me and you're single and you're ready to mingle and you've been working on yourself and your best possible version of yourself and all that sort of jazz, there's a potential for a relationship here. And if you're happily rendezvousing with someone, you've got a great connection, you may get engaged or married or something like that, take it to a high level of commitment. But if it's work or career, this can also represent energies coming into your life that actually see your value, pay you your worth, want to actually support you. Justice, so just look at the bottom, justice is coming in for you guys. This is karmic justice. Karmic justice. And you probably hear a lot of spiritual teachers or mentors or whatever coming in for you. To you, they said, to you. It's karma. You cannot escape karma. Karma's been given a bad rap when it's like, you're going to get voodoo dolled and it's karma. It's not. What you put out to the universe through your own intention, hopefully it's always good, it's going to come back to you. If it's very negative, if it's not good, let's just say, whether it's not intentional, whether it's through greed or envy or jealousy or any of those deadly sins or whatever, it comes back to you. So that's why I always mentor my clients and stuff. If you've got people around you that are throwing daggers at you, speaking poorly about you, gossiping about you or anything like that, it's a reflection of themselves and their own inner child woundings or inner woundings of some sort. But if you just maintain yourself and you know yourself enough and don't entertain that type of energy and don't sort of try to justify yourself or defend yourself or even get caught up in that, that they will get their karma. What goes around comes around. Maybe they'll start attracting new friends and stuff because maybe they've learned their lesson, but those people are going to treat them exactly how that person just treated you. You can't dodge it. So let karma take its course. Focus on yourself right now. Focus on completing your own chapter right now with this full moon energy and focus on your rebirth. What does it look like? What does it smell like? Where do you see yourself in 3 to 6 to 12 months? Follow your internal guidance system. It's speaking highly to you now. There's an up-leveling, high levels of commitment. There's a 10 of Cups, relationships and connections coming in for you. There's really nice positive movement when it comes to emotional stability and security. A lot of you aren't, well, you think in your conscious mind that you need something outside of yourself, but this is about you receiving what you need emotionally throughout the month of May. And I love that. It could be the right therapist. It could be the right person. It could be the right friendships, the right connections, the right businesses. It's going to be different for everybody. But make sure you don't get caught up. Make sure you turn whatever type of internal battle you're going through, turn this pain into a passion. I think this is going to be a natural turnaround for a lot of people anyway. Because especially the new people that I've read for this week, a lot of them are just struggling. They acknowledge where they are. They're feeling like they're in a turmoil. They don't know which way to go and all that. But Spirit basically said that one thing. It's time to turn that pain that you've experienced and turn it into maybe a passion of yours. I remember when I first separated from my ex, wasn't a bad person or whatever, but just didn't encourage or nurture or want better for me, or he called me the goner. You're always going to do this and you're always going to do that and la 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 la. And that really hurt my feelings. So I kind of took that anger and resentment and wished that I could be spoken to by my partner in a more empowering way. I took that. I didn't blame and I didn't hate or anything like that, but I took that less than type of energy and I spurred myself on by it. And my word I kept saying was, I'm going to prove you wrong, motherfucker. I'm going to prove you wrong, mofo. So I wasn't doing it out of spite to that, but I used it and I engaged it as a way to empower myself enough to have the last laugh, to have my victory and my happiness to be my best part of revenge, my best form of revenge. And it worked. And it worked. So I just share that with you anyway. That's what I feel like a lot of you need to know, that you can take the pain from the past, get the help and the support that you need and stuff, but transmute that energy into your passion. And when you're feeling really passionate, you just wake up in the morning and you're like, mate, I can't wait to get going on this idea. What can I do? You can ask Spirit. You can ask Spirit. I wake up every single day and say, Spirit, where will you have me go? What will you have me do? What will you have me say? Where would you have me be? All that sort of stuff. And they tell me where to go. It's like the other day I was doing other things and jump on and do a reading for the men, the male consciousness. So let's just say overall your passions should be ignited from the contrast of whatever you've experienced that is unwanted. Yep, a lot of you are turning your back to the past, but I do see, look, I'm going to say it, speaking outside of yourselves, I do feel like you're going to be pursued in some way. So this is someone wanting you to work for them. This is someone wanting to date you or get to know you in some way. There's a financial and an emotional offer that's coming in for you. You know what you're asking for. It's coming in, and I'm telling you, it's been a long time coming. So kudos to you and your patience. Kudos to you and your patience. It's going to pay off for you big time. Big time. Absolutely. Absolutely. It was a catalyst. And everybody since has been. Like always attracts like. So people can't quite grasp, especially those who I'm dealing with, people can't quite grasp the fact that I have this knowing and understanding, and I don't blame them for anything. If they're treating me poorly or they're treating me in a certain way or they're having some type of reaction or whatever, I don't blame them. I don't hate them. I don't see anything that's going wrong. I look at it and go, well, what have I done? What's going on in my vibration to manifest that person or that experience or that reaction or something? It's not, I did something to instigate this. Not at all. Sometimes it's just that I helped too much. Sometimes I didn't help enough. Sometimes my worth was just like, whatever. You know, there's so many reasons as to why we attract what we attract, who we attract into our experience. It's not just it's not as black and white as my parents did this and now I'm this, or my ex did this and now I'm this, or my boss did this and this and this. It goes deeper than that. It absolutely goes deeper than that, psychologically and emotionally. So, anyway, let's get some manifestation cards. Let's get some I'm being gang stalked by neighbours and members of the Townsville community heavily. So glad I found an Aussie reader finally. Oh, so good to have you here. Call upon your spirit team, Serene. Oh, hang on. Call upon your spirit team. This is going to sound really random, but this is the type of messages that I'm getting at the moment. If what you're saying is really affecting you, they want you to stand still somewhere. And here comes the witch in me, so bring on the comments. But stand on the earth somewhere, tap into your spirit team, open up your crown chakra, and I would get salt, like Celtic salt or something, and I would just sprinkle it all around me, create a sort of like a I hate using the word protective, a shielded presence around you or whatever. It kind of puts you in a safe spiritual bubble. And if they are gangs or lower vibrational energies or whatever, they will not be able to come towards your light. So that's a little they just told me to say that to you. It's 2:51 p.m. here. So all I can say is call upon your spirit team. Call upon your spirit team. And I know that sounds like, oh, it's that easy. But that's what they're there for. Yep, do a sage cleanse. All right, let's get some of these. Yeah. So what's coming up in May is more times to play. Maybe you'll receive the finances that you need to help you play a little bit more. Maybe you'll start hooking up with people who are a little bit more playful and a little bit more childlike, or are really good for that unhealed version of your own inner child. They said that to me during the week. But please know that there should be, through the light that's being shone from source energy right now, that it's going to bring you a lot more confidence. So you will be able to step outside your comfort zone and take some action into your life. Get creative. Get creative in the things that you do right now. Same old won't bring same. No, same old will only bring same old. If nothing changes, nothing changes. Oh, thank you so much for your super chat, Wendy. I love you, girl. I'm going to head on to questions in a sec. So if you want to ask a question, Wendy, you're more than welcome to. But tap into creativity. Do you like to paint? Do you like to draw? Do you want to... I've got a cheeky spirit here that's saying go for a nudie run. Have a joke, play a little bit more. That's how you can fill in the void between where you are now and what's coming in for you. There's a lot more enthusiasm that's going to come in as a result. There's a lot more enthusiasm that's going to come in as a result. It's rebirth energy, baby. We've got to come back to our childlike self and go, yeah, maybe as a child I wasn't loved, nurtured, cared for, or as free and sovereign as I wanted to be, but I can be now. I can be now. Get out and play. Go on the swing sets. Go play with children. Play with the animals. Make some Play-Doh. Do moongoo, cornflower and water. Moongoo's absolutely amazing. Have some fun. Yeah, exactly. Oh, thank you so much, Georgie. Thank you. Once again, darling, if you want me to exchange the energy, and look at that. I've got goosebumps from head to look at the goosebumps. It's been a hard try. I feel like crying now. My empathy's going to kick in. It's been a hard time. A lot of you have had to learn how to reparent yourself. A lot of you have had to release, hang on, I'm going to get all teary, replace people, connections, anything from the past that no longer serve you. And it's been really hard. And I know that a lot of you are feeling really sad, and it feels like a loss, and it feels like lack, and it feels like nothing's working out, and it feels like disruption, and it feels like you've been unloved, and it feels like you've been unsupported. But through the art and the creative process of playfulness and loving and caring for yourself and taking care of your inner child yourself, that you may not have received in the past. You do it for yourself, and your rewards are going to come in for you. Your rewards. There's going to be a lot of resolving of conflict. So if you've got internal conflict, like I just shared before, it's about making a conscious choice for yourself to learn new ways through creativity and learning, to heal your inner child especially. But I do feel like as you come back into more in alignment with yourself, you're going to get the results. Sorry, they're telling me something else and he's just throwing me off. Either which way, in May, there's emotional freedom that's coming. So that's what I was picking up. It's not even necessarily specifics, new cars and all that. So it wasn't like it's the specific, it's the feeling that's coming in May. And the collective energies and spirit are going to really support this for you. So if you've been seeking emotional freedom, please know that it's coming in, but you've got to be a willing participant. You cannot be emotionally free and emotionally sovereign if you keep holding on to the injustices of the past. If you keep nurturing and feeding the aspects of inner child that have been wounded. If this runs real deep for you, once again, go and get the professional help that you need. Even I see a psychologist to help me through my stuff. There's nothing weak or vulnerable about doing that at all. Sometimes we do really need logical understanding as to why things happened the way they did. And it's going to be different. It's going to be different for each and every one of you. So some people, it is just surface level. You know, you had a bad breakup and it made you feel a certain way and now you don't trust anybody again. You know, that's a lot easier to clean up than if you were abused or really mistreated or actually have a trauma or unprocessed emotions and stuff like that. You need to get help for that. So, all right, let's close this off. Honestly, I could keep going, but we're going to close it off, and I will get into and do some help you guys in some way. And thank you so much all for your super chat. I really, really, really do appreciate it. If I can exchange your energy for you, and if you want to ask me a question, I'll honor you first. But we are dream big and empowerment. Dream big. Know that you are worth much more than you're settling for now. Nothing's going wrong. Everything's going right. Dream bigger. Want bigger for yourself. Empower yourself. However this is, set yourself a challenge, set yourself a goal and set out to achieve it. Maybe you just want to journal every day for 30 days. Let go of small thoughts about yourself. See yourself succeeding. Maybe you want to save up for a wonderful holiday. Yeah. Time to empower your lives. Dream bigger. Speak to yourself better. Biggest one of all, let yourself receive. Every client that I spoke to this week acknowledged that they were more the givers. They were more the nurturers. They struggled to receive. So if that's you, please find ways and processes to open your heart up to receive, because through the cracks, the light that's coming through the cracks that are happening right now, you're going to receive it, and it's going to be emotionally fulfilling for you. So allow others to give you the loving care, and it's time to receive without guilt or apology. That's what's coming in for May. So yeah. So I hope that helps some of you. I hope that helps some of you. All right, what have I missed out on here? Oh, happy birthday, Huda. Oh, to Huda's son. Oh, happy first birthday. Absolutely. Honestly, the potential May is going to be great. Just let me pack this up. Let me pack this up and separate my energy from the collective. And those who have kindly offered super chats, if you want to ask a question. Huda, did you ask something before, doll? Did you ask something? Oh, congratulations, Jeanette. Yay, Bubba's here. Oh, don't you just love the smell of a little Bubba? Don't you just love them? Oh, enjoy. What a wonderful, wonderful time. Yeah, please do, Huda, because I can't go through all the comments. All right. So let's go. Actually, I might even use the light seers for these. Let's juice it up a little bit. It's 3:01 p.m. on Thursday here, Jessie. Oh! Jessie, don't hold on to things too tightly because you got some abundance coming for you. It jumped out when I checked in on your energy. Okay, so my maternity has expired. I'm waiting on jobs. All right, Spirit, and once again, Huda, just be mindful of the internal dialogue. No one is getting back. I'm focused on the absence. Honestly, everybody, do yourself a favor, and if you catch yourself focused on the absence, because you'll know if you're doing it, because it makes you feel anxious, just say it's okay. Spirit has my back, and what I want wants me to. What I want wants me to. That's how you shift your energy. But we're going to tap into Spirit, what's happening with Huda's work, with her work and her career. So, they just said don't attach yourself to outcomes, and I know that sounds really patronizing, but that's what they're saying. You're going to get something really soon, darling. You're going to get something really soon. You're going to actually receive an offer from a very strong masculine energy. I've got a feeling this position is something maybe what you're not expecting, or something that is not really in alignment with what you thought. Yeah. You've got love coming in too, Huda. You've got love coming in too. You've actually got a lot going on, Huda, if I'm honest. Because I do feel like you've still got the Four of Swords in the Tower. This is like an energy of me still trying to find my major. Kind of like more so what really floats my boat, what suits my hours, what fits me and my family type of thing. You do have a work or job offer. It's going to come in soon. Hopefully it does come in the month of May with this new little portal that's opening up. But the wheel's definitely turning. I have to say within the next 4 to 6 weeks, just to keep it broad in this type of environment. But what I love about it the most is that you're actually manifesting nicer connections with yourself. You have someone that wants to come and offer a cup of love to you. And then you've got the Ten of Pentacles, which is this happy family card. I think at the end of the day, Huda, for you, it's like the collective message. It's about, I know what it's like to be a single mum and have to do everything on your own with very little support and all that sort of stuff. But it's about opening yourself up to support, because you do have a job offer that's actually coming in that's trying to align you. We just can't control it. And you've actually got a love offer that's coming in as well. You may even want to move or relocate, or whether there's a job position that asks you to relocate. I'm not sure. Or whether it's this new love offers that's coming in, you may want to relocate. So, yeah, you definitely have something coming in. And it's got to happen between now and the next 6 weeks. So, yeah, hope that helped you, Huda. Hope that relieved you a little bit. Yeah, I think what's going to happen for you, Huda, is it's all going to happen all of a sudden. It's kind of like I've got to work, a man, and a new house, and all at once, especially in the second half of the year. So, woohoo! Ah, this is your deck, is it, Talisha? Oh, your current principal is a male. So the guidance at the moment, Huda, is what I want wants me to. What I want wants me to. And in the meantime, I can be playful and I can not stress about this and I can find other things to do. Yes, Georgie, sorry, I was just tapping out of Huda's energy and getting into yours because your question just come up. You got the High Priestess, so you're intuitively on the right path. You're making the right decisions. Definitely. Yeah, you're going to have a time of celebration coming in for you, Georgie. They just said be mindful of who you give to for some reason. Be mindful of who you give to. But I think you have a lot of rewards, a lot of acknowledgements, a lot of accolades that are coming in for you, that your guidance is to actually be mindful of where you place your energy. Yeah. Yeah, there's growth and expansion here. Definitely. And loyalty. So if you've been hanging around people that aren't loyal or whatever, you're going to attract some loyalty in your life. Yeah, they keep saying sound bowls with you too. So I feel like, you know, the vibration of binaural beats and sound bowls and stuff like that would be really beneficial. Just because you've got the High Priestess, it'll help elevate your vibration. But yeah, everything you're pursuing is coming in for you. You're welcome. Wendy K, I feel things are shifting and some... So you feel like roadblocks are coming up. No, we don't feel like roadblocks are coming up. It's going to be a smooth ride. And I'm strong and I can overcome anything, even if they do. Yep. Wendy, there's some significance with August here. You are where you're meant to be right now, so you can sit quietly with yourself and really take the time to contemplate your life, so to speak. You too have an emotional offer coming in from a masculine energy when it comes to maybe a new friend, a new romance or something like that. You're still kind of in lesson learning type energy. It's like I understand what it is that I don't want. I just can't quite get my energy into moving into the direction of what I do want. You literally got death and rebirth as well here, but the energy is focusing more on what's gone, what's lost, how it is, and all that sort of stuff, rather than going through the rebirth. The rebirth is about finding peace with where you are and loving yourself where you are and writing a new letter to the universe. Place your order with the universe. You've got the Ace of Cups, which is extreme emotional fulfillment with the world. You are closing out a cycle. So I would say when it comes to the move, based on your energy right now, should you shift it, it can happen sooner. If you don't shift it at all, it will happen later. But I'm seeing August, September for you, darling. So, yeah. All right, Marg, thank you so much for your super chat again, gorgeous. I really appreciate it. Asking Spirit on timing of purchasing a new shared property, please. Spirit, can you help Marg with her question? I keep hearing August, September with you as well. Oh, something's, I don't know whether, Margaret, I won't get into this too much because it's kind of private and personal or whatever, but I don't know whether you've been disappointed or I feel like I'm being pulled out of something. I don't know whether spirit are actually pulling you out of something that you thought was good for you. If that's the case, they want you to come back to yourself. They want you to reflect on something. You were pulled out of whatever this was, so it can actually line you up with the Ten of Cups. Oh, thanks, Denise. Thanks, darling. If you want to get your question ready. Appreciate that. There's something about you possibly even being able to do this alone. It's like kind of like I feel defeated. I feel like I can't trust anyone. I got a lot of sword energy here. A lot of sword energy. You know that you want and can get the Ten of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. But this could be your thoughts and feelings as well, or it could be people around you. I've got people running away from commitment. I've got all the swords here. Maybe this can be an energy of people not encouraging you, or people saying one thing, doing another. I don't know what this is, darling. You know what it is for yourself. But if I have to tap into your energy, and when it comes to your physical 3D manifestation of stability, security, investment, anything like that, which is going to bring you the Ten of Cups, the beautiful relationship, and the Ace of Pentacles, which is that financial abundance, they keep telling me around August, September, I'm feeling more September. But that's based on the current energy. So I hope that helped you, darling. All right, Marg, you can do that. It's just, I don't want to air too much of your laundry, you know what I mean? But you're intuitive. You probably are picking up what I'm putting down. Oh, thank you so much, Denise. Thank you, darling. All right, Spirit, let's give something to Johnny. What's coming up for Johnny? I don't even know if you've asked a question, but I'm not going to ask your question. I'm just going to ask, what does Johnny need to know? What does Johnny need to know? Oh, same cards come up. Settle your energy, Johnny. Go back into hermit mode. You're being very intuitively guided right now. I know it's hard with all these shifts and changes happening in the 3D, but you need to know that where you're going is very positive for you. I feel like you're resisting it because you are having to step outside of your comfort zone, but whatever's happening at the moment is very necessary for your growth and expansion, and if you're not going to go there willingly, Spirit are going to push you into it. You have some beautiful, nice new connections coming in as well. I feel like I need to be around more creative people, so I don't know whether you have anyone online or in your community that are quite creative or quite... I feel like I'm like writing or very creative in some way. But we've just got to, with the Ace of Swords here, this is about cutting out the mind chatter, cutting out the mind chatter. Yeah. But you're scared. But you're scared that something bad's going to happen. Your message today, Johnny, is that what's coming in for you is for your highest good. It's time for you to step outside your comfort zone. Think outside the box. Know that this change is for your highest good. Nothing bad's going to happen. Only good's going to come of it. It's just Spirit have to push you out of your comfort zone a little bit so you can get a new momentum going to actually receive what it is that you've been calling out for. So, yeah. The World card is the World card. Coming full circle. Dancing in the joys of life. Yeah. Absolutely, Rose. You know I'm sending you prayers and healing, darling. All right, Spirit, can we have something for Rose, please? Can we have something for Rose? You got this. I just heard you got this. You got this. Going through a spiritual awakening. Really, really take care of your emotional side. Everything's going to be all right. Everything's going to be all right. I just literally hear the words. I think you've got a very strong female guide or a female past loved one in your energy right now. I feel like I know what you're going through right now, so I'm trying to be very, very tender. But I feel like once the process has been, done or whatever, then you're going to pop out the other side with fresh new perspective, with fresh new gratitude and appreciation. And most of all, you are really, for once and for all, going to really take care of your emotional self. Because I think whatever you're going through is a physical byproduct of emotional instability and not following your intuitive self leading up into this point. So it's no excuse or anything, but I do feel like it's going to be fine. It's what's happening right now is giving birth to what's new and coming in for you. And you do have a masculine energy that wants to step forward and help support you in some way. Big lessons here. Yeah. You're going to go through a period where you're going to really see the true colors of people. If not, you just have. But I see you getting over what you're going through, and you're going to follow through with your passion. And I know that's writing. We literally got the lady with the book here. Yeah, it absolutely is. So go with the flow. Go with the flow, Rose. Just one day at a time. One day at a time. Okay? But I honestly feel like I can't give you like, this is coming or whatever. It's going to be a journey. But this is more so of a journey of emotional and spiritual healing for you, as opposed to necessarily just the physical healing that's going to come. It will give you time to write, darling. It sure will. Oh, thank you so much, Marg. I appreciate you. All right, Talisha, something for Talisha. Sorry if I'm missing any of your comments. Talisha. Talisha, you're going to have a masculine energy that's going to try to run towards you. And I think it's going to be a great day for you when you go, I don't know whether spiritually you've been having out-of-body experiences or astral traveling or something. You are so close to the source right now. It is absolutely ridiculous. You have a lot of abundance coming in for you. They want you to wear gold, or gold is going to be very significant for you. You're heading into a time where you're just going to celebrate all your fruits, all the fruits from your labor. I don't know whether you actually want to step into service in some way and help coach, support, or mentor others who have been where you've been or got out of where you've got. If anyone from the past, and I know you're mature enough to know this, but if anything from the past does come back, you've been guided to run from it, because it's a real energy, vampire type energy that I've got going on here, eh? You have new love coming in as well, darling. New love. You got an emotional offer that's coming in for you, and you're the same with everybody else that I've read for. I'm feeling more so from September onwards with this. But I see your money and winnings and stuff coming in threefold. Oh, hey, Abrielle. Oh, no worries, Georgie. Thank you, doll. Yeah. It's It's like, okay, the way I can say it for you, Talisha, is that everything you touch is going to turn to gold. Everything you touch is going to turn to gold from now on. But what I love the most about it is that as you get on this role, you're going to find a specific purpose as to why you went through what you went through, while you experience the byproduct of your own manifestations. And then over the course of the next maybe 12 to 18 months, you may go, you know what? Everybody deserves to receive what they want, and I might go and do what Dan does or something like that. If not, you may just have your own niche in your work that you can apply your wisdom in some way. So yeah. Hey, Carrie. Who did I just pick up on? Oh, I picked up on someone. Oh, sorry, hang on a second. Kyrie. Spirit, can we have something for Kyrie, please? Kyrie, Spirit literally just said to me, it's time to take the blindfold off. Are you choosing not to look at something because you know it's going to hurt you? Are you choosing not to look at an aspect of yourself that is requiring your attention right now? Or are you that overwhelmed with people trying to come in and take from you? There's something going on. Yeah, so you're going through death and rebirth as well. Spirit wants you to know that there is light at the end of the tunnel. I really do feel like I need to spend some time by myself if I'm in your physical shoes. I need to be a little bit more mindful on who I'm investing my time, energy, finances, support with. Like, everybody knows that you're strong, that you're a strong person, and you know that you're strong. I think there's a refusal, far out, I can't even speak, refusal for you to accept that you need help now, that you need some support. You're going through an ascension as well. And obviously when a spiritualist, we need to take time out to go with this ascension. Your mum says hello, darling. Your mum's saying hello. She says, I made it to the pearly gates. I made it. She's in the light. She's just in wonderment. Absolute wonderment. It's like if I'm in her energy, I'm like, wow, it's so beautiful. So beautiful. I think her soul has actually regressed back to a younger year. I really do. You have a wonderful positive shift that's coming into your family, my love. A really, really positive time. I know what you do for a living, but Spirit is saying now is probably the best time to focus on you and your own family in some way. And like I said, it doesn't have to be blood related. It can be who you consider your family. You do have some type of victory that's going to come in for you, that's going to have you celebrating. Like, it's about opening yourself up to receive, because I actually feel like there is a possible partnership or connection coming in for you, some type of love. But it's kind of like if I look in the mirror, I don't like what I see. I feel bound. I feel blindfolded. Maybe someone or something around you at the moment blindsided you. I know that you are going through your grieving journey, and this is probably what you're experiencing, because this is all I experienced for about 12 months afterwards. But at the end of the day, I do feel like you've got a masculine energy that's going to come forth for you. And I'm not saying that you need someone else or whatever, but I feel like you have a man coming in to support you in some way. Could it be a romantic connection? It could be. It could be. You're calling whatever this is in. You're calling it in. But I feel your exhaustion, honey. Feel your exhaustion. There is a relationship coming in for you. We've got the Emperor here. So, thank you, Carrie. Do you want to ask a question, darling? You got the Emperor here. So you do have a masculine coming in. I feel like it's going to come towards the end of the year. And your mum says she's the one that's going to send him. And not to worry about her. She's fine. I see her being in like her 30s or 40s. Like she's gone back to that time of her life. But she's just in awe. So if you haven't felt her around you as much or anything like that, that's why, sweetie. That's why. The other message sounds right. I've been feeling so tired lately. I've booked in to see the doctor. I need time off. Thanks for the insights. All good, darling. All good. Yeah, youthful, Cara. Like her energy, I'll say you can stay here for a little while because her energy is just so youthful. So youthful. Carrie, did you have a question, honey? In the meantime, Abrielle, I'm going to have to jump off shortly though. Got more readings. If you've been feeling lonely, Abrielle, you're not going to be feeling lonely for much longer. I feel like if I'm you, I need to get out and get some stimulation. Whether this is a night out with the girls, whether this is joining a group of some sort, something with stimuli. And I don't know about your relationship status or anything like that, but I feel like there's a masculine that wants to come in and take care of you as well. This is someone who's financially independent, emotionally secure. But the message is if you're seeking a relationship or anything like that, or reconnection or anything like that, your guidance at the moment is to get out there and get a little bit more social in some way so you can line up with them. All right, Carrie. What's going on with Carrie's work, Spirit? What's going on with Carrie's work? Carrie's work. Oh, jumped out. Ooh, a new path. A new path coming in for you. I love where you're going. Because the one thing I focused in on your work and stuff, and the one thing that came up was loyalty. And then I feel like I'm going to get acknowledged for my loyalty. Are you like exploring somewhere else? You're welcome, Abrielle. Yeah, get out there, Abrielle. When it comes to your work, Carrie, are you thinking about doing something different? Have you just started something different? Look, either which way, I feel like if you're working at the moment or whatever, I feel like you're going to be doing something new over the course of the next 3 to 6 months. I do. I feel like, no, I'm getting more selfish and more greedy. I've got so many skills. I've got so many strategies. You either go back to study or you attract a new position where you have to study to move forward with this position. But where you're going, it's very abundant. It's very joyous. I feel like it's the change that I needed. I feel like it's loyal. There's just something with loyalty. Oh, you are very loyal to your boss. Well, this could be karmic rewards as well. Just quickly. I can't budge off it, Carrie. You are where you are and you're doing what you're doing and stuff. But you've got a very, very fast change coming in for you. You really do. And it is something that you've been asking for. So the main message, I think you're going to have an increase in your abundance or an increase in validation or acknowledgement or something of that nature. And the actual guidance, so you're actually getting a red flag. It's kind of like when this happens, be mindful that people don't come in and try to take away from you. Be really mindful. You're coming into a time of karmic justice, but there's going to be a hard, fast change that's coming in for you. Because they're clicking on their fingers and it's kind of like, I'm doing this 1 minute, I'm doing this the next. And obviously we're only doing a snippet of a reading. You may not even be aware of what this is. It could be happening behind the scenes, and all of a sudden your boss kind of says, we're sending you to America for 10 days or something. That's what I feel. It's something that is out of the blue. Yeah, that's what I mean. I feel like I'm going to receive this news, and it's kind of like, oh, I wasn't expecting that. Oh, what do I do? What do I do? Yeah. And whatever it is, it's going to positively impact your family life and stuff. And that's why I got so confused, because you got the sun as well. This is a whole new chapter, a whole new beginning, whole new thing. Whatever it is, just say thank you. Thank you. Oh, thanks, Sleepless. I grew it myself. Yeah, bring on the change. All right, guys, I've really got to go. I've got bookings this afternoon tonight. Thank you all so much for joining me. Thank you so much for your super chats. That is really, really, really kind. Can't wait to take that and put it in front of a nice computer or some sort of system so I can actually do more and reach more. But yeah, if you want to book in for a reading with me or anything like that, all my details are down below. I really, really, really do appreciate all of your support. And yeah, love you. Have a great week. Enjoy your weekend, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.